Hi everyone, this is Killshot from 99 Gaming, and this is The Walking Dead Season 7 Negan Kill Death Deduction. So once again, I'd like to thank all of you for tuning in. Appreciate all the comments, all the interaction, all the insight. We're having a lot of fun with this all the way through the summer. October cannot get here quick enough. In today's episode, we're going to talk about some secret photos, some cryptic video posted by Glenn, once again, some social media news, a potential lawsuit brought on to Spoiling Dead fan page by AMC, and some national media news as well. So buckle your seatbelts. We got a lot to discuss today, and starting out, we'll talk about the Spoiling Dead fans page from June the 14th. So yesterday to Alexandria, there were reports of Carl, Rick, Daryl, Father Gabriel, Aaron, Enid, Eugene, Olivia, Negan, and Dwight. Rick was spotted carrying around Lucille. So just like in the comics, looks like they're filming a little bit ahead. So this is really, really awesome news. It looks like if Rick's carrying Lucille, he probably did not die via Lucille. I know both Aaron and Eugene were very popular choices to be Lucille'd. Doesn't mean they're still alive, but it is refreshing to see them on set. And another question is, who unlocked the closet to let Enid out? So here's that picture that we spoke about. Andrew Lincoln looks to be alive and well. Come on, they weren't going to kill Rick anyway. I guess they could be keeping him on set, but Rick has too much story still to be told. On the topic of telling stories about Rick Grimes, here you can see Norman Reedus and Jeffrey Dean Morgan getting a kick out of the picture cover of Andrew Lincoln. Pretty interesting now that it seems like these two are best buddies. Now, while it appears that Negan and Daryl getting a good laugh at the expense of Andrew Lincoln, perhaps Norman Reedus should be focused on his own show, Ride with Norman Reedus. Here's an interview from the New York Times. They asked him if any co-stars would be appearing. He said Steven rides, Jeffrey Dean Morgan rides. So perhaps when they stop to help the pedestrian, Glenn and Daryl were just out on a ride. And you can see the Nielsen ratings. Only 748,000 people watched the initial show, Ride with Norman Reedus. Moving on to on-set sightings. This is potentially Rosita, although I can't really tell because she's covered up by someone. Is that... No, that's not Chumley, but the resemblance is striking. So let's take a look at this picture. This is an aerial view, and you can see this is the studio being converted into the sanctuary. I just wanted to throw this in for you guys because the construction here is amazing how they put these things up. So let's talk about who is not on the set, and we're going to narrow it down to 4 major players at this point because you keep seeing all the people that were spotted. Social media has been really, really light this week. But there were still some interviews that made headlines this week at the Tony Awards. Denai was interviewed by E! News, and she went on to say, I know what's happening. I'll tell you this much. I know something. I know a little bit more than you. However, when the questions got a little bit more specific as far as who was it, suddenly, I don't know anything, she jokes. Where am I? So mum is definitely the word, and it looks like there's been just a block out on social media. The actors that were coming forward earlier really are not saying very much of anything. So we know Denai hasn't been spotted on set, but Steven Yeun hasn't been spotted on set either, except for him and Daryl stopping to help some pedestrians. And what makes it a little bit more weird in this case is he keeps posting these cryptic videos on Facebook of strolling through the streets of Korea, or this little Korean lady walking around with dogs. Steven, we get it. We know you're filming in Korea. That leads me to the last 2 that I want to discuss this week, which is Abraham and Sasha. You guys know from day number 1, I've been a strong advocate that it is Abraham, but Michael Cutlitz has been very, very active lately. He's at the WizardCon this weekend in Sacramento. He's doing Walker Stalkers. He's doing Comic-Con. So if he is going out, he is going out with a lot of notoriety. So let's take a quick flashback and remind everyone of this particular scene. Abraham, you think we can do it? Sasha, what? What they did, Glenn and Maggie. I'm going to go on board once again to say this is foreshadowing that Abraham is going to take Glenn's death. Just that dialogue right there, I think he's saying, we're going to do what they did. So maybe Abraham dies protecting Sasha. I mean, I just don't see it. This group of people, I think, is so much different than the comics. There's so much pride involved. I can't see Abraham letting anyone die. And that begs the question, where is Sasha? She's not cited. She's not active on social media. So just bear with me on this one. If Abraham were to die protecting Sasha, imagine what that would do to Rosita. I know a lot of people say Rick and Michonne, but think about that love triangle. And that brings me to my closing segment, which is legal news. AMC has threatened a lawsuit against the Spoiling Dead fan page. So I'm going to read a little bit of this. Well, Buttercups, we have some sad news to share today. After 2 years, AMC finally reached out to us, but it wasn't a request not to post any information about the Lucille victim or any type of attempt at a friendly compromise. It was a cease and desist and a threat of a lawsuit by AMC's Dennis Wilson. Basically, what it comes down to is if we post our Lucille victim prediction and we're right, AMC says they will sue us, whether they're grounds or not. It's not the issue. It costs money to defend. My position on this is spoilers are going to happen. If people don't like the site, they shouldn't visit the site. And I understand there is some copyright infringement if you find top secret information, but there is some fun in doing the spoilers. I'd love to see your comments below. Hopefully you guys are watching because we're talking about spoilers, and your opinion definitely is important. And they created the drama because they left the cliffhanger. So get over and support the Spoiling Dead's fan page and give this video a thumbs up. My name's Killshot. Talk to y'all soon. Peace.